Natalie Nunn just did Chrisean dirty after she leaked some disturbing medical reports about Junior on social media. Apparently, Natalie and Chrisean have been beefing behind the scenes ever since Chrisean refused to take part in what Natalie and Lamol allegedly had planned. Rumors have been circulating for a while that Natalie and Lamol were arranging for some of the girls from Baddies to meet with wealthy men in Dubai. These so-called potato potty parties were said to involve disturbing activities that went way beyond regular appearances. In exchange, the girls who participated were allegedly paid anywhere from $30,000 to $40 per session. People didn't believe Natalie and Lamol were really involved in setting up the girls for that type of mess, but the tea eventually spilled, and it came out that Chrisean was actually approached for it by Natalie herself. She turned it down, and now it seems Natalie is trying to get revenge by leaking Junior's medical records, hoping CPS will take him away. Chrisean has already been under fire for a while for how she's been caring for Junior, and the situation only got worse after those records hit the internet. The documents revealed troubling details, including that Junior was reportedly bleeding from his private area almost daily. On top of that, Chrisean had been missing his medical appointments, which made the backlash against her even harsher. People online began tagging CPS nonstop, demanding to know how she still had custody of her son despite the disturbing reports about his condition. A former CPS worker even stepped in to explain why the case wasn't as simple as people thought. She said that anytime someone accesses medical records, it leaves a footprint, which means whoever leaked Junior's files took a major risk, according to her. Those records showed visual impairments, seizures, spasticity, and even positive results for both opiates and cocaine. The comments were filled with people asking why CPS hadn't stepped in yet if all this was true. But the former investigator explained that things don't always work the way the public expects. In many cases, even babies who test positive for drugs at birth still go home with their parents. CPS usually just checks if the home is suitable and whether the mother has the essentials for the baby before offering services. She made it clear that CPS isn't the end-all solution people assume it to be, which only fueled more debate online. People weren't exactly shocked at Chrisean's behavior, because from the very beginning, it seemed like Junior was never her main priority. Even Blueface, who doesn't claim Junior and still refuses to acknowledge him as his son, had to call her out multiple times on social media. He put out tweets bashing her, saying she wasn't taking their son's health seriously until he pressured her into action. If you remember, Junior was born with a hernia, but Chrisean kept missing his doctor visits instead of getting it treated. It wasn't until Blueface leaked private photos of Junior that she finally took the situation seriously and got him checked. Blue tweeted at the time that he didn't care about Chrisean's feelings because his son was suffering while she ignored it. He even said she was unfit as a mother for repeatedly pushing back the surgery and skipping appointments just to do what she wanted. Blue also revealed how he thought Junior was finally getting surgery during one of his trips to Baltimore, only to find out Chrisean had missed the appointment again. He didn't hold back, saying she was more worried about her own interests than her son's health, and truthfully, people had already been reporting Chrisean to CPS long before Natalie ever leaked the medical records. Just days before those reports went public, she was mass reported again. And this time the fallout was major. Her Twitch account ended up permanently banned. After a shocking incident during one of her live streams, viewers caught her leaving Junior locked inside a hot car just so she could argue with Blue on the phone. The disturbing part was that she did this all while streaming live, ignoring her crying child in the background. People watching immediately began reporting her, outraged that she would leave her son in danger rather than hang up and take care of him. First time people even learned that Junior had a health condition was during one of Chrisean's most infamous IG live moments. She had just gotten that huge tattoo of blue face on her face, and instead of keeping things private, she hopped online to defend the decision. While she rambled on, trying to justify the tattoo, viewers couldn't ignore what was happening in the background. Junior could be heard crying uncontrollably, and his cries were so loud it was impossible to miss. But instead of tending to him, Chrisean kept talking, brushing it off like it wasn't a big deal. That was the moment many people started questioning her priorities as a mother. To them, it was clear she cared more about proving herself online than calming her distressed child. She faced another wave of backlash after going live again with Junior, and viewers quickly pointed out that he showed visible signs of fetal alcohol syndrome. The criticism only grew worse when another clip spread online, showing Junior appearing disoriented, which had people questioning if he might be blind. Naturally, the internet reacted with concern, demanding answers about his health. But instead of addressing the situation directly, Chrisean shifted the narrative. She told people to stop labeling her son a slow and insisted that prayers were what he needed most. To many, it came off as her avoiding accountability yet again. That moment further fueled the growing belief that she wasn't prioritizing Junior's well-being. But things took an even wilder turn when rumors started spreading that Natalie Nunn was actually the one behind leaking Junior's medical records online. Word is she did it as payback after Chrisean refused to play along with her in Lamol's alleged schemes. The accusations blew up so fast that Natalie had no choice but to come out and address them. Still, most people weren't convinced by her response. Social media wasted no time dragging her, pointing out her history of messy drama. Many felt the situation fit right into her pattern of behavior, and the backlash only made the story spread even further. One person pointed out, "I noticed she never actually denied it. She just said she puts money in the girls' pockets. That basically confirms they're giving it up in Dubai. Natalie can't lie about the baddies, because even Jella and others have spoken on it." Another comment read, "Allegedly or not, you've got to give Natalie her flowers if she really is out here being a 300 for. At least she's a well-paid one." But now the bigger question is, what do you think about Natalie allegedly leaking Junior's medical reports? Do you believe she did it as revenge against Chrisean for refusing to play along in Dubai? Share your thoughts down below, and don't forget to click here to check out another one of these messy breakdowns.